Hey everyone! You know, every once in a while I can get some really stupid messages in my inbox. Take this one for example.
You think Caden is hateful? Mine is much more bold and blunt.
So yeah, this woman right here, who calls herself Apologetics, sent me this video titled Rated T for Tolerance. And this woman is every bit as dumb as Caden Cowger.
Don't propagate your hate, because I have a higher standard on who you date.
How exactly does being in a straight relationship mean you have higher standards? The fact that you think you're better than others for being straight shows how much of an elitist you are.
I'm not here to rally against what the government legislates. I simply don't support a mind that is reprobate.
I don't get why all these homophobic Christians think that gays are these sick, perverted people that want nothing but sex. Plenty of homosexuals have deep, caring relationships just like straight people.
Homosexuality is not innate. It is not a genetic trait. It cannot replicate the love between a man and a woman in which God did indeed create.
I think this cartoon said it best.
The American Medical Association, the American Psychiatric Association, the American Psychological Association, the American Psychoanalytic Association, the American Academy of Pediatrics, and the National Association of Social Workers have all stated that homosexuality should not be treated as a mental disorder, and that they oppose attempts at reparative or conversion therapy, and that sexual orientation is not a choice and cannot be changed.
Now I can't dictate one's life and who they call soulmate. I simply don't want them to bake in a lake of fire for the name of love's sake.
You know, a lot of homosexuals, or at least the ones that I know, don't believe in hell. So that whole Christian scare tactic of yours isn't going to work very well.
Homosexuality can only imitate. It will always be a counterfeit, a fake. It's like a poison that intoxicates the mind, saying you can't choose your own fate.
Hey Apologetics, Jeff Bethke called. He wants his video style back.
See, one's the work of God, but one's a man-made invention. See, one is the cure, but the other's the infection.
The media tries to educate that this behavior is something we must tolerate, using propaganda like movies and TV shows to indoctrinate that this lifestyle should be considered normal.
Yes, and God forbid we become more accepting of others.
Yet they fail to communicate the detrimental consequences to those that participate in male-to-male contact, calculate for the highest rate of new HIV and AIDS cases documented to date.
Yes, it is true that gays are at a higher risk of getting AIDS, but heterosexuals can get AIDS too. Oh, it's also funny that you bring up those statistics, because the CDC says that you're part of the problem. Ironic, isn't it? And you know who else is at a high risk of AIDS? Black people. So, are you going to advocate against interracial couples too now?
The FDA won't hesitate to deny gay men who fornicate the privilege to donate to the blood bank because it violates the qualifications of a safe candidate.
The FDA's refusal to accept blood samples from gays is completely asinine and discriminatory. All blood is checked before being pumped into someone's body, so there's no harm. And in more and more parts of Europe, it's becoming allowed for gays to donate blood.
This is not to discriminate, but to demonstrate that same-sex relations devastate the health of many. And to advocate for this lifestyle is considered love, and to go against it is labeled hate. It's like they don't see what's at stake until it's too late. In the end, there are two gates, one that is golden and one that separates. So what's it going to be? Your mate or your fate?
You know, it's interesting that you bring up that quote, because Jesus said this too. Apologetics, all around the world there are gay children who hate themselves because of people like you. You disgust me, and you can go fuck yourself. I'm not going to make any more videos on homophobes for a while. I can only take so much of them. I feel like I lose some brain cells whenever I watch their videos, so I'm done for a while. Well, with that, I'll see you later.